Hey guys, and welcome to another installment of Waymaker Youth Mission, where we will look at the third part of the Discipleship Plan, which is the 4 generations of spiritual discipling. So, what are the 4 generations of spiritual discipling? First, we need a spiritual mentor. As we looked at in the last video on the Paul and Timothy model, Paul was Timothy's mentor. So when Paul was mentoring Timothy, he encouraged him to teach sound doctrine. So we need someone older and wiser in our lives to be discipled by them. We need a spiritual mentor. Second, we are responsible for our spiritual growth. So what does spiritual growth look like? That's an excellent question. So, first, we need to read the Bible every day. Sometimes it might be easier to read the Bible, and sometimes it can be really difficult, but either way, we need to read the Bible. Second, we need to pray. Colossians 4:2 urges us to pray. And third, we are called to journey. We are called to invest in the journeys of others. For example, you can be a spiritual mentor to the 3rd to 5th graders by being an Awana TNT leader. Or you can invest in people's lives as being a small group leader through a D group, like lead a D group or a life group at a church. Or you can have a Bible study with your classmates. Like if you attend WSU or Friends or another university, you can always invest in your community by starting a Bible study group. That can also help you invest in the journeys of others. Like I heard a story recently of how a roommate at a university encouraged another roommate to attend church. And by that roommate encouraging that person, she got back on track spiritually. So even if it is a small seed that you're planting in someone's life, it can exponentially grow over time. It is like a Roth IRA. Like a Roth IRA. So when you put money into a Roth IRA, it usually grows. Or it can lose value over time. So in a discipleship journey, it's kind of like that. If we invest time and effort into discipling someone, that relationship with of that person with Jesus Christ will grow exponentially. Or if you are not dedicated to making disciples and you are not investing in the journeys of others, it would shrink down and it would be no value, because we are called to share our faith with someone. Like I said in the first video, in part 1 of the discipleship plan, we need to go and make disciples, like what Jesus commands us in Matthew 28, 19 through 20. Go and therefore make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all the commands I have given you. And lo, I will be with you to the end of the ages. So God is with us in this discipleship method, and we are called to invest in the journeys of others. 4, we train others to start discipling other people. This is the pinnacle of our discipleship. If we are discipling someone and they are not discipling someone, then how can we have the domino effect of discipleship? Like I learned in one of my classes, Evangelism and Discipleship, the field study, we talked about how we disciple another person, that person disciples, and over time we can influence 1,000 people for Christ. But if we just sit in our houses and not do anything to disciple someone, that is not correct. Like Matthew 4:19 says, and I will end this video with this verse. Matthew 4:19 says, Jesus replied, "Come, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Then immediately they dropped their nets and followed him. So they immediately followed. They did not delay this discipleship method. They literally dropped their nets and followed him, leaving everything behind to follow the teacher. We are to follow the great teacher who is both God and fully man. And that person is Jesus Christ. If you want to be a disciple, I urge you, plug into a local church and start finding someone to have you disciple, because we are called to this 4 generations of spiritually discipling, as we have seen in the Paul models in the last video, and in this video we have seen the implications of the Paul's model of discipleship, and this is found in 2 Timothy 2:2, where Paul is calling Timothy to invest in reliable men so they can train others the good news of Jesus Christ, because it only takes one person to radically change a person's life. But if we have 3 and 4, then man, we will have a really firm foundation. So, in the end, these are the 4 generations of the spiritual discipling. Thank you so much for listening, and tune in the next video where we will discuss the 4th part of the discipleship plan, which is the 7 spiritual markers to help ensure spiritual growth. Thank you so much, and I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel and get the 4th part of this discipleship plan coming soon. So please watch these videos, and I hope they are beneficial to you. So thank you for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye.